Hello, beautiful. Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Cynthia. I've been in the lash industry for 6 years, and I'm going to show you how to do a step-by-step lash removal. So I start off with using clear wrap instead of using iPads, and the reason why I like this clear wrap is because it locks in most of the remover, and I feel like it just makes it a quicker process because I used to use the under iPads and it took so much longer. So I'm going to link it below, but everything I use in this video is going to be in my Amazon storefront, and I'll have the link underneath. So you want to start off with putting just a little piece of the clear removal underneath the lashes. Make sure that you get all the extensions on top of the bottom portion of the clear wrap. Now you want to make sure that you tuck it in really good so that you're not getting a whole bunch of remover on your client's eye or bottom lashes. And then I come in with cream remover, and I like to use the Lashvyou cream remover, and it is going to be in the link at my storefront also. So you want to get clunks, and I mean like chunks of the cream remover on the base of where the extensions were applied. So focus on getting it where the glue is at and not so much on the tip of the extensions, because what we're trying to do is remove the adhesive bond. So you don't really have to get it on the top of the extensions. You want to get it on the base of where the extensions were at. The next thing I'll do is once I get enough of the cream remover on, like I said, big chunks. Like if you look right now at the video and you look inside the cream remover, there's like deep chunks missing because I really use a lot. So the more you use, the better. It's not like you don't want just one layer. You want to use like 3, maybe 4 layers of the remover. And once you do the same thing on both eyes, making sure that the plastic on the bottom of the extensions is on tight and tucked in. You want to just like maneuver the remover in between the lashes and basically on top of any piece of the adhesive where the extensions were first put on. So you just seen how I cut off just a little slice of the clear wrap, and you're going to put it on top and basically sandwich the extensions in between each part of the clear wrap. When you're putting the clear wrap on top of the extensions, make sure you're smushing it together so that it's really tight. Like you really want the cream to be tight in between both of the pieces of the clear wrap. So then I just get the sides and I make sure like everything is closed. So you want basically no air to get in, and you just want only the cream remover to be inside of the clear wrap. So once you fold the sides and everything, let it sit. You'll need to let it sit for like 15 minutes before you even start to like unravel like how you see in this video. This was 15 minutes later. So let it sit for 15, even 20 minutes. Don't rush it, because if you go in too soon, they're not going to be ready to disattach. Like even after 15 minutes, I just undid the clear wrap, and it still was too tight. So I had to let it sit longer. So I did 15 minutes and then I did another 5 minutes. So when I went in after 20 minutes, then I started to see some of them ready to remove. But you don't want to be pulling on them. You shouldn't have to like tug them really hard. Just like get the tweezers and see if they start coming off once you start trying to remove them. In some cases, you can kind of separate them and, just try a little harder at the base of where the glue was at. But once you see their eyes starting to like move and the eyelids starting to be pulled, make sure you just let it sit for longer. So I kind of just let it sit longer, and you want to make sure that you don't get any of the cream remover inside of their eye, because it will burn. And so the thing is, when you start to pull them down and try to pull the lashes off, you're going to get like some of the cream remover in the eye, and that's going to like lift their eyelid too much. So the goal is to have it glide off, and depending on how long you let it sit, like some people let it sit for 30 minutes and they all just completely come off for the most part. But you can do 15-20 minutes and start seeing them come off in chunks like this, and that's normal. So once they start coming off in chunks, then like, okay, the lashes are ready to start being removed. and they're not all gonna come off together. So right now I'm just trying to see which ones will come off. And anytime that I try to take them off, I'm pulling from the base instead of the tip. Like, I'm not pulling the top of the extensions. I'm pulling closer to the eyelid. And yeah, make sure you have a good tweezer that's like pointy and really sharp so that you can get in closer to the eyelid. So I'm using my fiber tip tweezers, and I have a fiber tip tweezer dual, and they're perfect for like fanning and isolating, but they're really sharp, so they're really good for removals too. So I'll link them below if you don't have our tweezers yet. And I just let it sit for a little bit longer because it wasn't really, I just feel like some of the lashes were coming up, but the other ones were not ready to take off yet. So go back in again, and this process, you just need to be patient with it. Like, it's not like a quick process. But if you can see here, I kind of just started taking them off and like pulling upwards, but not too hard. So I ended up getting most of them off at this point, but some of them were still sticking on. And then on the other eye, she had even more. But so here I am going back in with our tweezers. And I use this 45-degree tweezer to isolate, but I just feel like it's the pointiest one, so it just helps me take them off faster. So the lashes that I put on the clear wrap, I'm kind of just moving them off onto a paper towel. And I'm like swiping the side of the tweezers too, because once you get a chunk off of the lashes, you'll notice that the cream remover kind of stays stuck on the tweezers. So just swipe them off with a paper towel. And then I just start putting whatever extensions came off on a paper towel. And then I cover it back up again, because if you see that they're still too stuck, just cover it back up again, let it sit a little longer. So I'm just taking them off of the other eye the same way that I have been doing the whole time. And little by little, you'll start noticing that more of the lashes are coming off. Gently want to pull, don't pull too hard, because we don't want to get the cream remover inside of her eyeball. Just trying to take them off little by little. It makes it easier if you go in between lashes at this point, like spread them apart and then try and pull them from the base too. So whatever eye you're not taking extensions off of, make sure you cover it up again and just work on one eye at a time. And then if you can't get them all off at once, you cover it up and then you go to the next eye. But once you get through the process, and I want to say it took me about 30 minutes to do this removal in real time. And she had just got a full set a couple days ago, so her lashes were really, really new. They were not trying to come off. So at this point, I just went in with some more cream remover because I didn't want to keep pulling and tugging at her eye. So I just put more cream remover on the base, and I just wanted to let it sit a little bit longer so that it could start breaking down the adhesive. Because like I said, she had a really fresh set. So I'm doing the same thing on the other eye, just kind of trying to open them up. And I noticed they were not coming off. So I just put more remover on the lashes that were still on there. You don't need to put remover on the natural lashes. You only want to focus on putting the remover on the extensions. So putting them in chunks again. And don't be shy about how much you use. It doesn't matter. As long as you're getting it on the base. And then you cover the lashes back up and let them sit for a couple more minutes. And then by the time you come back in, you should be able to remove more of whatever extensions were left over. So I have noticed when a client has a fresh set, it's harder, it takes longer to do a removal than if they're coming back with lashes that have been on for a long time, because the adhesive is already kind of breaking down. So when they have a fresh set, it's going to be harder. But take your time. At this point, I'm just taking the clear wrap off, and now all of her extensions are off. And you might still have like one or two lashes still lingering, but you could just remove those using the banana peel method. So you definitely want to go in and wash their lashes. This is our lash shampoo. I love this lash shampoo. She wasn't ready. But I love this lash shampoo. I just shake it up. I'm going to link it below too. If you guys want lash shampoo, you could always get the lash shampoo and the tweezers. I have bundles on my website, so you can get your lash trays from there too. But when you're doing a lash bath, make sure that you really get in between the lashes. So with the lash bath, you want to make sure that you're getting all the remover off, because if not, it's going to burn when they open their eyes. So I just come in, I put water, and I do lash shampoo. A lot of times I do double a lash bath, and then I do the same thing on the other side. So I'll do a regular lash bath, and then I start removing whatever lashes were left over that didn't come off from the removal. So you just take the tweezers and you start just taking off whatever extensions are still left over. And then once you get the little stragglers off, then you could go to the next eye, take those off as well. And once you get all the little lashes that were left over and you clean the lashes, you should be good. So I hope this video helped you out. If you end up doing a removal on your client, comment below how long it takes you, because everybody has different times. And make sure you subscribe to my channel so I can keep giving you tips, and I will see you guys next time.